Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. I hope that your week is starting out on the right foot. But if you're on the wrong foot, I'll encourage you to stay with us for Project Joy Live. If you're on the right foot, stay anyway and share that good vibe. And we're going to get started with an all new episode. We've got a great co host today, we've got a great topic. So don't go anywhere. We are starting Project Joy Live right now. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Let me know if you guys could hear the sound behind those videos. I couldn't on my end, and this is what happens when I go to get a new computer system and everything set up here. My whole world is it's a mess this morning, but we're here and we're gonna do it, and it's joyful. So I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. This is Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at that 9 a.m. Eastern Time hour. We have a very special co host today. We have lots happening on the show. So I want to get started now in the morning brew. Let's do it. All right. I hope you guys are up and ready to go for the day. It's so weird not hearing any sound for me. Everybody else is hearing it. So as long as y'all are hearing it, just ignore my crazy face when we come back to the screen. Very excited today because we have a great co-host coming up. Miss Brittany Floyd of Sacred and Secrets is going to be joining us every second and fourth Monday. Brittany, thumbs up. Yeah, okay. Second and fourth Monday of the month. I've enjoyed having some regular co-hosts on here with me, you guys, because I feel like one of the things that really brings me a lot of joy in my life is some sense of consistency. It provides a space of grounding for myself. And yeah, it just helps me feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more grounded. So I'm hoping that the days that we have the regular co-hosts on, Brittany, Olivia, Trista, that it brings you that same sense of peace that it brings me. So I'm really excited to have her on today. And we're going to be talking about joy in your mission or on your mission. We're going to talk about missions, passion. Is it required to have a mission in order to experience joy? Can joy add to your mission? We're going to talk about the creativity and all of it, the joy in all of it, of course. And so we'll be talking about that. We've got some national days to talk about coming up here. And then at the end, we've got birthdays. And we're going to be talking to you today as well about very exciting event that the Breakthrough Show Network is taking part in on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. We are part of the World Building Expo. So we're going to tell you all about that coming up as well. Very excited. I want to check in with the comments this morning. Miss Nancy's here. Thank you for letting me know that the sound was good because I can't hear it my side. I don't know if there's a new button or what, but we're gonna find out in the StreamYard. Good morning, Teresa. Good to see you today. Yes, this is what happens when I wear my bonnet at night. It's all nice in the morning, so we'll go for it. That's what we're gonna do. Another Jesse's here this morning. Good morning, Jesse. Good to see you today. So glad that you're here with us this morning. Without further ado, I want to bring her on the screen so we can get to our national days and our amazing rabbit hole of a topic today. She is the owner of Sacred and Secrets. She's a spiritual artist and she's my bestie. And we're going to welcome her back on the show every second and fourth Monday. Please put your virtual hands together for Miss Brittany Floyd.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Good morning, Miss Brittany.
Hey, gang, gang.
So good to see you here today. I'm so glad to have you on and regularly.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here. It's gonna be great.
Gonna be Yes, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I'm sad because I can't hear the when I play a video, I can't hear the video, and so I missed the whole "It's Brittany, bitch." I
I heard
missed it.
it,
I
so
saw
that's
it, but I makes me sad. I didn't get to today. Didn't get to hear it. Jessie says she needs a bonnet. I'm telling you, it's curl magic when you
it is.
wear on it. It's curl magic. Good morning. Good to see you, Grand Rising.
Good morning.
Yes, Teresa's doing it for me, so I can
Good
hear it. Miss Danielle's is here this morning. Good morning, Danielle. Good
morning.
to see you today. What's bringing you joy this morning, Miss Brittany?
Well, first off, being here with my bestie, kicking it
Yes.
off with the triple shot of good vibes. That's what's bringing me
Yes.
joy this morning. There you
Yes, I love that. And I enjoy having you here because one being my bestie, but also um I just like having somebody else to talk to. So I enjoy when I have co-host days because
Yeah,
I'm not talking to myself, even though I'm always talking to all of you out there. Don't get upset. I don't have that interaction, back
right.
sometime that banter, as they say.
The banter.
So it's nice. All right. So listen, we have a good topic today to talk about. But I want to talk first about our national days today because there's a couple really good ones. So let's do that now.
Okay.
There's only a reason to celebrate, and we love to talk about different national days here on Project Joy Live. And the first is it is Share Your Care Day. Share Your Care Day. I love
Share
this.
your can.
And this is sponsored by, can you guess which company sponsors Share Your Care Day?
Let's just hear a drum roll.
Care
Carers.
Bears.
It's so funny because yesterday she sent me a picture of her Care Bear earrings. She's
Yeah.
like, "Guess what I decided?" And I was like, so I took a picture and I have my Care Bear shirt on, and I literally just put it on. So that's great. It's great
Yes,
that
I
it's
have this I have these leggings. Some of you know that I have a lot of like funky leggings and I love funky leggings and my one say like love all over them in different sizes and they're like it looks the color is exactly like our background here in Project Joy. It's the pink and the purple and the blue and all that. And then I had gotten this pink like sort of tie-dye like shirt to go with it and well not to go with it but then I realized how well they go together so I decided to wear that with the pants and it looked so cute and then I was like ooh I need Care Bear earrings and then I wore Care Bear socks and so I was just a whole walking Care Bear yesterday.
Care Bear it out.
That's it.
I love
That's
it.
it. But Share Your Care Day is celebrated annually on September 9th. Care Bears are on a mission to spread caring and sharing around the world and encourages fans to spread caring, sharing, love, friendship, acceptance, fun, happiness to those you love every day. Care Bears toy line was originally introduced in 1983 to caring fans everywhere. In the last 10 years alone, I can't believe this many. You know how many Care Bears have been sold?
I can only imagine.
90 million Care
90
Bears.
minutes. Wow.
90 million Care Bears have been sold. I have bought probably 10 million of those. Maybe not okay, maybe not the Care Bears, but Care Bear merchandise. Okay, I showed you guys. So I have when we went to the for those that don't know, Pez, the Pez candy are made here in Connecticut, and we went to a little like a tour of the Pez factory, and you can get all different kinds of Pez. And I actually have four of these, but one of them's in the back of my shelf. But I got the Care Bear Pez. I have several pairs of Care Bear earrings. I have Care Bear socks. I don't have a Care Bear sweatshirt though.
Hmm.
I'm sad now.
Don't be
This
sad.
has turned from
Maybe
caring
you
to
might get it
sadness.
for Christmas or something. Who knows, you know?
Yes, Santa, dad, dad. Care Bear sweatshirt. That's what we need to do. So let me know if you enjoy the Care Bears as well, because I sure do. It's also, interestingly enough, it's National Teddy Bear Day. Did you have like a favorite teddy bear growing up, Brittany?
I'm trying to think, but I don't think I was really big into stuffed animals when I was a kid. I was more into like the porcelain dolls. I had a ton of those. I wasn't really big into stuffed animals when I was growing up. So
Too many stuffed animals. I get in trouble for my stuffed animals because of how many I had. And do you remember like the nets that came out
mhm.
that you could put in the corner of the room? I had like every corner had a net.
It sounds like Naomi right now. Naomi done took over for me. She done took over the teddy bear stuffed animal vibe for me.
But so we have going on here. Rick is here this morning. Have a great show. Good to
Ooh.
see you, Rick. I'm glad to have you here today. Yes, Care Bears is that's exactly where it's at. That's
Mhm.
exactly where it's at. You're in Connecticut too. I love it. Yes.
Ooh.
Um, I always love Care Bears. I enjoyed being dressed like a Care Bear though. So, last year, okay, I need to show this really quickly because I am going to search it in my phone while we were talking. So every single year, for those of you who don't know me personally, I have a large family. I have 6 children, and every year, pretty much for the last like I don't know, maybe 12 years. I always put everybody in a theme for Halloween. And it sometimes I make the costumes, sometimes I don't. And last year I really pushed boundaries because I have been wanting to do Care Bears for a long time. Because as you can imagine, with a large family, we can cover several of the colors. We can look like a whole damn rainbow walking down the street. So, I got the kids, all Care Bears, and it took a lot of convincing, for my oldest son that's still at home to go ahead and wear his Care Bear. So this is they had a trick or treat thing at, Mystic Seaport, and there's all of us in our Care Bears at Mystic Seaport. So anyway, the bar over in Groton, Connecticut called, Sneakers was having a Halloween thing, and Danielle and her husband were going to meet us there, and I'm like, y'all got to dress up, you have to dress up. And so they I was like, you could wear the Care Bears, and Danielle was like, I'm down, I will wear the Care Bear, but her husband was like, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be doing the Care um, so we brought the Care Bears with us, and Phil was like, "I got it, I got it." So we had already gotten to Sneakers, and when they got there, Phil went outside, and they both came in with a Care Bear on. So they
Yes.
borrowed the kids' Care Bears. So we were in a bar. You know how adults do at Halloween time. It's like the sluttier the better. Really, I mean, that's how people do. So you have all these people in like these skimpy little things, and here comes our big fluffy Care Bears coming into the bar. The best thing ever.
I love it. Love
Best thing ever.
it.
I was trying to find one of the pictures with Danielle and Miguel, and I can't put. Oh, you know what? I probably need to put in Sneakers. I love the search phone or the search feature on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's all of us in our Care Bears, Danielle and Miguel, my husband and me, at the bar, like grown-ups.
I love it.
Like,
I love
he is a good salesman. He did it. Did it.
it.
My daughter does the same thing every year for Halloween. Last year it was I don't know how to ever pronounce that. How do you pronounce that? Is it
Naruto? I don't know. I don't know either. Just
no? I never had to know how to say those things. My kids enjoy that, but I don't. I don't ever know. So it's Teddy Bear Day. It's Share Your Care Day. And I recommend watching the old Care Bears movie, like the one from the 80s, that I loved so much, the original Care Bears movie. It's the best one. And it has Carole King singing the Care-a-Lot song in the beginning. It's very nostalgic. You guys should do that today as a celebration of National Care Day.
There you go.
That's what it is. All of that said, we have a very good topic to get to today, Brittany. So why don't we go ahead and do that in the daily uplift? Here we go. Is it important to have joy on your mission or to have a mission at all? Let's talk about it. I don't like my music not playing, man. It throws me off. I'm
What
so
are
glad.
we gonna do at the end when they're all that Muppet energy? I guess you're just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to transfer.
Just gonna I'm just gonna imagine it. I'm gonna be over here dancing to nothing. Na- Naruto, is that how you say it? Naruto?
Naruto. Okay.
Okay, whatever you say.
Okay.
I'm starting to think your family needs your own reality show. We have a lot of material. However, I don't like people in my my business, so we're probably not going to do that. However, that sounds like it would be funny. Okay, so today we are talking about joy on your mission. Joy on your mission. When you hear the word like mission, Brittany, what does that make you think of?
Mission, just
Yeah.
I guess mission to me is like an overall, what's your overall goal, I guess. Like that to me when I hear mission, that's what I think of.
Yeah. Yeah. It's similar for me. Like I feel like I don't know, it's more of like an emotional word, I guess, than like goal. I feel something with mission that I don't necessarily feel with the
With
word
goal.
goal, if that makes sense. Yeah. I think it's more of an emotionally charged word. But I have like five different points that I want to talk about with this today, and we'll just kind of go down the rabbit hole. So, is a mission or purpose necessary for joy? Do you feel like a mission or purpose is necessary to experience joy?
Oh, I don't think it's necessarily necessary for you to experience joy.
Yeah.
However, when you like, because essentially joy is the essential guide, and when you're on the right path, as if we're speaking on the mission, when you're on
Yeah.
the right mission, joy naturally follows. It kind of is like signaling, like you're aligning with your purpose. That's so I
Yeah.
don't feel like it's necessarily you have to have a mission in order to experience joy, but it does. I think it emphasizes like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think like I think it's more about being present. Like if you're being present and mindful, you can generate joy no matter what your mission is, I think. I think that's if you're like if you come wake up every day, I take this back, I guess, sort of to end of 2019 when I was really, really like struggling with my health really bad at that time. And I kept thinking about how um all I wanna do is live with joy, like, whatever that looks like. I don't wanna do anything that doesn't bring me joy anymore, and I really didn't have a plan because I sort of think of plan and goal with mission as well. So, um, I didn't have a plan, I didn't have a goal. I My mission was joy, and I think that was the difference at that time for me. And so whatever I wanted to do, like if I was being present and my mind was made up that I was going to experience joy, it didn't matter what all I did in that day, in a day, because joy was my mission. And so I think that was like sort of my experience with it. How does your creativity like fuel joy for you beyond like your mission as an artist?
That's a good question. Say that one more time so
How
I
does
can process it.
we're waking up here, people.
Yeah.
Um, how does creativity like help you fuel joy like outside of like being an artist outside, because creativity is such a huge part of your platform, but
Yeah.
it but it's and like outside of doing the nails, doing the art and all of that stuff.
So, like, how do I outside of creativity, where do I find joy? Is that what you're
No, like
like?
outside of your art that you do, how does creativity play into joy for you? Like, because you might be creative in other areas of your life outside of like your mission of art.
Yeah, I mean, even with gardening, like it creates
Mm,
it is my joy. Creativity is my joy.
yeah,
In that sense, it's in everything that I do, from the food that I cook to the things that I put on every day to walking outside and choosing who you know what I mean, like what part of myself I want to show. Creativity is my life. So like, and it's in everything that I do. So it is that's where my joy lies, within creativity.
yeah,
It's everything.
yeah. I think I mean, we'll come back to this because I think it sort of comes full circle with what we're talking about today. But my second point is what you were talking about, Brittany, of when your mission fuels joy. So not joy fueling the mission, but the mission fueling joy.
Feeling joy.
And so sometimes having a mission can increase your joy by giving you focus, motivation, a sense of progress, and aligning your mission with your values can help you find joy in both big and small victories. So, how I if when you got clear because you shifted your business from just doing nails into more of a broad art arena, how did that shift in your mission? It like did you find that that increased your joy getting more clear about what you were gonna do in your work?
Yeah, I think for me initially, when I just did nails, it was to empower other women, and now my artwork can reach not just women but men. I'm not saying that I haven't done nails for men too, because I don't we don't discriminate here. But I'm all about self-expression. But I think it just opened a broader range for me to be able to reach more people and touch more people in that way, and just to and now, like, now that I'm getting ready to do classes, and we do craft circles and stuff like that. It's kind of, like, my mission, I guess, would be to inspire others to create, to self-expression. So I've
Yeah. No, I agree, and I like, we had a little bit of a shift lately, with the Breakthrough Show Network because I had been doing a lot of, networking events and things like that with people, and there are so many entrepreneurs that even though I know that they're good coaches, they're good, at whatever they do, they're so focused on, like, the profit and growth and scaling and seven figure and whatever else, and my focus has never really been on that. But when I get in these conversations, I was getting really frustrated in talking to people because they want to jump right to that. And my focus has not been that. And I also feel very strongly, and I expressed this Saturday afternoon, I was in a conversation with some friends about pricing and things like that. And I was like, feel very strongly that what we do here on the Breakthrough Show Network, whether it's about joy, love, peace, happiness, passion, mission, any of these like real yummy, heart centered sort of topics, I believe very strongly that those things, those tools to access those things should be available to everybody.
yeah,
Every No matter where they're at in life, whether they can pay a fee or not. And so I felt so strongly about that that I knew that it was time to shift our mission a little bit. And ever since then, I have felt so much freedom, so much peace, which freedom and peace for an Aquarius equals joy for any of you that don't know. So, that was really important, for me, and being clear and having direction, oh my god, joy.
yeah.
Yes. All of that.
I I just want to point out, like, when you are joyful in your mission, right? Like, you finally found that like you're passion driven, not necessarily profit driven. And when you find that joy in your mission, it really helps you uplift others, and it spreads that positivity and empowers other people around you to do the same, which
Yeah.
makes your mission even more impactful. So I think that's great.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that ties into my next point for this morning is how joy can infuse your mission when you're like it's sort of this symbiotic relationship that happens between joy and your mission because when you commit to joy, you're infusing your mission with it. And when you commit to your mission, you're having more joy. And so it kind of like goes back and forth. But I feel like having a joyful mindset can really take your mission to a new level. When I made that commitment at the end of 2019 and I said I'm just not going to do anything that doesn't bring me any joy anymore, everything about the Breakthrough Show Network shifted.
Yeah.
Everything. Like, and it wasn't even on purpose. It was just like it just happened.
Yeah, I love that. I love how like it does joy when you have a mission, and it allows you to also focus on what brings you joy, which also ultimately gives life a deeper meaning, your mission a deeper meaning, and like you said, joy becomes a byproduct of that alignment. So I think that's great.
I think it can make our processes within our business a little more enjoyable as
Yeah.
well, because I was thinking about like, okay, the end result of your art is always beautiful, but sometimes the process to get there is a labor of love.
Let me tell you.
So if you commit to the joy first and say, "Look, I'm going to be joyful in my mission," then some of those more like scheduling in posts and writing emails and things like that that are a little more monotonous or coming up like planning for the painting that you're going to do, it may be like that's not as fun of a process as like actually getting the paint to paper and all of that. And so I feel like it can just make some of the more challenging things that we don't wanna do at least humorous at minimum.
Right, right. Because at the end of the day, like joy doesn't always come from rigid goals, right? Like,
Yeah.
but joy comes from being flexible and being able to flow with life. And when you stay open to new opportunities with your mission, joy can emerge in unexpected ways. And I think that's yeah.
You may find out, like, I don't know, every now and then, because I brought up scheduling posts. I really don't like to schedule in posts, but I know that it needs to get done. But every now and then, if I give my energy in and I go, okay, I'm living with joy today, that just for today,
Mhm.
mantra that we learn in Reiki. Uh, if I go, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, then occasionally, not all the time, I'll be scheduling in posts and being like, this is it's not really fun. It's kind of fun. Fun.
Okay.
So sometimes you're able to bring joy to like, places where you maybe haven't been able to bring joy before when you just commit to that,
Choose it.
you know?
Yeah, when you choose it for yourself,
Yeah.
and realize, okay, like I notice for me when I'm like in the middle of doing some artwork, and maybe perhaps I have one like a Bob Ross says, those happy little accidents, right? I get frustrated in those moments, but I often realize that in those frustration, if I really step back, it's really like that little happy mistake is really what was needed in order for me to go where the painting wanted to go. Like that's
Right.
sometimes I don't have control. Like sometimes I just paint and it just happens, and I'm just so impressed with it afterwards. But I think when you pull yourself back for a moment, when you're not experiencing those not so joyful moments in your mission, right? That if you just take a step back and just look and breathe, you'll know that you can find the joy in that. You can find the joy in the frustration.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I wanted to talk about, when because we're thinking about, so if we think we're on our mission, right? We're like following our mission or our purpose, and you feel that lack of joy. One of the things that I wanted to touch on is how that lack of joy can be a sign that it's either time to rethink your mission or refuel the
Mhm.
mission. If you're not feeling joyful, it could mean that your mission has become misaligned, or you might need to take steps to recharge and reconnect with it. So the rabbit hole question this morning is, how do you tell the difference? But like, how if you're not experiencing joy in what you're doing, how do you know the difference between whether you need to refuel it, maybe put a little twist on it, maybe refocus, or if it's time to let it go?
I think if I'm being completely honest, it's time. You need time. You got to
Yeah.
sometimes you got to step back. I kind of like what I'm doing right now because
Yeah.
I'm kind of feel like I feel kind of stuck in the moment. Not that
Yeah.
creativity or art my, not that I do want to continue that, but like you said, what is the ultimate mission? And I've been struggling with that the last a couple of weeks, and I maybe that's just it. Maybe it's just a matter of time and just allowing it to happen. You know,
Yeah.
not saying that you shouldn't have goals that you want to reach, but I feel like sometimes that when it's meant for you, it will come to you, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to hear from all of you that are out in the audience this morning. How do you know, when is lack of joy a sign that your mission might need to be reconsidered? What is the difference for you guys between, do you need to just knuckle down and charge forward, maybe just a little tweaks, or do you need to scrap your mission and come up with something new? I'm curious how you guys feel about that, because sometimes that's a really tough thing, and I think it's really cute in the spiritual development world that people are like, just tap into your intuition, Brittany, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Like,
Wow.
there's value in that.
Yeah,
However,
there is. There is, just like, we're both very intuitive individuals, right? But that
yeah,
doesn't take away from all the other stuff that we have, going on. Yeah, we could tap into our intuition, but sometimes I feel like it's just needed for us to step back a little bit and reevaluate everything and like really, but just think about it. Uh, when you feel like maybe it's not in alignment with you, or think of other ideas, or think how you can improve things. So
laughing at this comment. Is it your mission, or are you just hungry? Raise your hand if you can relate to that. Are you just hungry? Is that what it is? Rhonda's the best. Danielle said, I agree. If it's meant for you, it'll happen. Sometimes you have to take a step back and reevaluate. Teresa said there's always ebb and flow with things. Sometimes a lack of joy could just be your energy ebbing and getting ready for the next flow. That's what a lot of times with me, I'll notice I'll feel like a lack of joy when there's a shift coming, when I know that, like I said, and then when I refocus, sometimes I don't have to, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have to focus on the mission. I really don't. In the times when I do, I stress myself out.
yeah,
Stress myself out when I do that. If I make joy the focus and go, I'm just gonna have focus regardless, the mission just happens. Like I said, when everything happened with me focusing on joy at the end of 2019, everything shifted, like not on purpose. It just
yeah.
did it. We just did it. Nancy said earlier in my life, I guess I made a deal with spirit saying, if they mess with my money, I'm out of here. And that used to be my it's time to go. That everybody has their things too, right? Like whether
Right.
it's money or time, there's a lot of like those priorities we have that if something messes with whatever that priority is, that's the sign we're out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done. Danielle can relate to being hungry. Sometimes it's just hunger. That's all it is.
Sometimes.
And we know that sometimes when we pause and reflect and just give things time, those breakthroughs can happen. We don't have to force it. Like sometimes many of us get
Yeah.
into like the needing to push, 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 go, 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 but it
I think
doesn't
that's what
always
we were
happen like that.
talking about the other day too. Like we were sitting there like sometimes we just not in the ebb of and flow of things and we feel kind of stagnant in our own energy. And I like to play video games during those
Yeah.
times. And that's what helps me compartmentalize, everything. And breakthroughs happen when I play video games. It's like that aha moment. It will just be that little small moment in the video game that just, and then it's all of a sudden it just clicks.
Yep.
So
Yep.
sometimes, so I feel like if we focus our joy elsewhere other than our mission, maybe other things that bring us joy, that perhaps that reevaluation is, like will come to us when we find joy in other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So important. So important. Take a step back. Do something else that brings you joy, and then that joy will be. Sometimes the joy is letting it go, like we talked about, but sometimes
Hmm.
it's just that refuel that you need. For our final talking point, I want to talk about, because Miss Brittany's here today, the power of creativity as it relates to mission and joy. So, creativity plays a big role in bringing joy to any mission. And I want to talk about how creative expression can help renew our purpose and lead to breakthroughs. So, how could we, what are some ideas maybe you have of how we could get more creative if we're feeling that lack of joy or lack of purpose or mission or whatever?
If we're filling the doodle. You could doodle. You could sit outside and watch the creativity of nature. Um, Indulge yourself in into some colors. If you want to sit there and color, I feel like you could pretty cook. You could cook if you like to garden. Maybe garden. you know,
Yeah.
uh, there's a lot of different ways that you can kind of bring creativity and let it flow into your life that way.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. What is your mission for Sacredy and Secrets, or is that what you're mulling over right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm mulling over right now. Because although like it is passion driven, right? Um, but also, profit does matter in my situation. Although
Right.
it's not my primary focus, it's kind of what I'm mulling over right now is what
Yeah.
is the mission of Secrety and Secrets, other than I do know that it will always be a staple and like at first it was more so to uplift women when I was just doing nails, give help because nails make women feel beautiful. It gives them that confidence that is needed sometimes. And as I rebranded, it's been now it's kind of more of to help others just be empowered by their own self-expression and stuff, but I still mulling over it. I'm still
Yeah.
mulling over it. It will come to me. And
Yeah.
the unexpected moment that I think that it's gonna come, it will just hit me and it just my mind will be blown.
Yep. That'll be it, and sometimes you need to go down the rabbit hole of complete and utter nonsense in order to get to where you need to be, because that's what we did. The what happened was last week I took time off, and I shared this with you guys when I came back, that, I was really struggling. Anytime I take a long, like any more than like a day or 2 off, I really start to spiral a little bit, not in a bad way, but just the way
Yeah.
my brain does. And when I think about all the things, and some of that lack of joy started seeping in, and Brittany and I met up in our virtual community, um, in the coffee room, because I felt that would be less threatening that way. We met up in the coffee lounge, and I just I all I remember about 2 hours was rambling about everything and nothing at the exact same time. But every now and then I would jot something down. Like I would say something or Brittany would say something and I would be like, okay, something about that makes sense for me. And I just wrote down all of these things. And at the end of that came this beautiful new mission statement for the Breakthrough Show Network because it was like no sense at all. And then all of a sudden it made all the sense. And it does hit you in that way. And so I wanted to share our new mission statement for the Breakthrough Show Network with you guys. Nothing is shifting other than the verbiage and how things are put and formatted here to make me feel better and to really be aligned with our mission and also with the people that are coming on board and being aligned with our mission. So this is our new statement and I want to share it with you guys, and give me some hearts below if you feel aligned with it as well. The Breakthrough Show Network is the passion project of me, Jessica Dugas, funded and supported by those who share her bigger vision for a world where people live with love, peace, and joy for all beings, planting seeds to create deep thinkers, people who believe in hope and value people over profit. So that's our new mission, and it feels so good.
Yay. And it feels
Feels so good,
good.
yes.
Yay,
Let me know if that
yay for our hours rabbit hole of this.
hours down the rabbit hole
Yeah,
is what that
yeah,
was. Hours down the
I
rabbit
love
hole.
it.
Yes, yes. It
It's so
feels
good.
so good though, and I'm excited to be putting out the rest of everything when it's laid out. The website is being reworked, everything is getting a little facelift going into the fall and holiday seasons, and it's just about for us doubling down on the core of why we're here, to plant seeds of love, growth, and breakthroughs in the lives of other people. I want it to be accessible for everybody. And when I focus on people and creating connections, eh, that's where it's at for me. That's where it's
Yeah,
at for me. 100%. 100%. Thank you
it's
so
beautiful.
much. Love it. Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you guys for sharing in this conversation with us today about mission. I hope that you too, Brittany, are feeling a little more inspired as you continue to spiral down. Like,
Now when I hit you up later, Jessica.
love
Jessica.
it. I love it. Well, listen, we have birthdays to talk about. We have a very exciting event happening tomorrow and Wednesday we want to tell you about, because some of what we were talking about, infusing creativity into things, Brittany's going to be helping with us tomorrow and Wednesday. So we're going to talk about that. And what's happening. We have a full day of co-working today. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
On April 4th, I was 90 years old, grandson of slaves. My parents were first generation free. A long time ago, I embraced the definition of love. Love is the experience of well being. And a friend is one who mutually shares that experience of well being with you, which opens up almost infinite creative possibilities.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. It is Monday, everybody, September 9th,
Monday.
2024. It is Monday. So, in that video, I could hear him talking, but I couldn't hear the background music still. Isn't that wild?
That is wild. That is absolutely wild.
I pull my hair out today. This is crazy. This is craziness. This will teach you when you get a new computer, play with it before you get on it. Before you get on it. We have birthdays to celebrate today, Miss Brittany. Let's do it.
Let's
Happy birthday to you.
All right. In the world of celebrity today, one of my favorite comedians, actors, producers, whatever, of all time. Adam Sandler's 58 years old today. Happy birthday, Adam Sandler. And it's wild to me he's knocking on 60's door.
Yeah. I used to have the biggest crush on him when I was growing up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Great. Just I have so many memories of when he came out with the one album that had like the Hanukkah song
Okay.
and Piece of Shit Car. Do you remember that song? And the goat one. Oh my god, that was like the first. That's the only comedy album I've ever bought
I
for
love it.
sure.
Yeah.
Say it again,
I love
Brittany.
me. I said I love it.
Technology hates me today. Um, and I'm just done. All right. In the world of celebrity, continuing on, Michael Bublé, 49 years old today. Happy birthday, Michael Bublé. Another great actor who I just love to pieces, Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant is 64 today, everybody. I love Notting Hill. I love 9 Months. Oh my gosh, I love pretty much anything with Hugh Grant in it. He's just fantastic. Actress Michelle Williams, 44 years old today, and country singer Hunter Hayes, 33 years old today. We got a lot of double numbers happening here. And in the celebrities in my life, Alicia Ebbinghaus Owens has a birthday today. And happy birthday to her. Do you have any birthdays you're celebrating, Miss Brittany?
Not that I can think of. Right. Yeah.
All
Didn't
right.
even look.
It's like if it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's
Yeah.
not, happy birthday.
Anyway.
Why not? Why not? All right, guys, let's get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday
Happy birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday to you.
you. Happy
Happy
birthday, dear Adam Sandler, Michael Bublé. Said Michelle. What? Michael Bublé, Hugh Grant, Michelle Williams, Hunter Hayes, Alicia Ebbinghaus Owens. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to you.
you. Muppet energy that I can't hear. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. I was bopping to nothing. Just
Hey, I'm sure we've listened to it enough that you could probably have it in your
dun
head.
dun 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 dun. Dun. Yeah, I got it. Got it. We're good over here. I can't. All right, listen, we have a great week happening here on the Breakthrough Show Network, and we're going to tell you about it now in the next episode. That's my friend. We're friends. We're besties.
Wait a minute.
All
Can
right,
nobody
listen.
else have it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Coming up today, starting in 10 minutes, get yourself together. 10 minutes. We have our full day of virtual co-working, Pomodoro style. It goes from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can come and drop in if you want. You can stay the full day. This is a great day to get those big projects done. Like I already have my list made out of everything I need to get done. But all you do for co-working is bring yourself and bring your to-do list, and we will get it done together, and we will celebrate you when you get it done and hold you accountable, which is really important. And the rounds today are 45 minutes apiece. So when we do the round, you'll come and check in. We do 45 minutes, we do 15-minute breaks, then we have an hour lunch. So we do four rounds of four rounds, a break, and then another 4 rounds. So definitely come and join us for that, because it's going to be a great way for you to get things done. Miss Mandy is here. She's late, but she's here. Grand Rising. Good to see you this morning, Miss Mandy. And we also have a very exciting event happening tomorrow and Wednesday, Miss Brittany.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. The World
Very
Building Expo was so amazing last time, and I'm so excited to be a part of it this time go around too. It's going to be great.
Yes, yes. So the World Building Expo is put on. I never know how to say, but basically Peggy from Quintosphere, Time Benders, and Go Brunch, who you guys might have seen Richard Lowenthal, who is the creator of Go Brunch, on the Breakthrough Show last Friday. And he came on and shared about his passion for community and networking and all of that. And so I'm really excited to be presenting as a part of that. So Tuesday, it goes from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. And then Wednesday, it goes from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time. And it's also drop in. So you can feel free to drop in at any time during that time. But there's also a lot of mini presentations as well. And Brittany and I will be doing the presentations for this go round. I will be doing one called From Passion to Impact. On Tuesday and Wednesday, there's a session. And I'll be talking about the turning your passion project into a platform and how the Breakthrough Show Network has done that. And so that'll be part of it. And then Brittany will be doing mindful doodling, which we're
Yay.
really excited about. You want to tell everybody about that real quick?
Yeah, it's just, each section is going to be about 10-15 minutes long. So it's literally what it is, mindful doodling. I'm going to guide you and take a couple deep breaths, and basically we'll be doodling, and it's going to allow creativity to flow through you. So it's going to be great.
Very excited. So if you heard today's conversation about joy and your mission and creativity, this is going to be a great way for you to bring some creativity into your day. Brittany has one of those sessions each Tuesday and Wednesday. And then I will be leading a loving kindness meditation, which I feel like is very timely with partaking in election season right now and all of that. So we'll be doing loving kindness meditation at the end of each day. So go check out, I put the link in the comments for you guys to go get registered. Again, you're not registering for the full day. It is drop in. So please feel free to do that. You can also see all of our events at the breakthroughshownetwork.com and the breakthroughshownetwork.club on the calendar. All of the events and registration links will be there as well. We have a new episode of Beyond 2D coming up on Tuesday evening as well. I will be here for Project Joy with Olivia Anbani on Wednesday and myself on Friday. We have co-working sprinkled in here. We have coffee on Saturday. There's always 1.5 million things going on, but please take a look at and follow the calendar so that you guys are able to keep up with. It's too much for me to mention.
Yeah.
Weird.
All the great stuff.
Anything in particular you want to share with the people before we leave today, Miss Brittany?
Just I think the thing is when you're feeling frustrated and you can't really find your purpose and your mission, maybe perhaps choose joy and find things that bring joy to you, so then that way you ultimately can find joy in your mission. So
There it is. There it is. That's it, everybody. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thank you so much, Miss Brittany, for joining us today on Project Joy Live. It's
thank you for
always good to
having me.
have you, and we will see you in 2 Mondays.
Yeah,
Very exciting. 2
so
Mondays.
excited. Woohoo.
I will see you guys next time. Thank you all for joining us today. I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Been trying, and I've been lifting myself up.